Hey sand fans and Dunatics, Sand Phil here. Hey, we got a couple things to fix on the Vincent before we go to the sand dunes. So first off, let's take a look at it. So here you go. Now I'm sorry, I built this one almost completely off camera. Basically because I didn't even know if we had all the parts to fix it. But you can kind of check it out. I got her pretty well all back together. It's got two little problems that we need to fix before we go to the dunes. The first one is turn the key on and you press the button and nothing happens. Now it was starting before I put all the plastic and the seat and all this stuff on there. The electric start was working. So I think it works. I think maybe somewhere I either blew a fuse or I unplugged something. The second thing is when you go to shift it over here, I've got, okay, so it's in park, that's neutral, forward, so I've got low, high, neutral. When you put it in reverse, it doesn't go in reverse. So I think we just need to adjust the shift lever right there. I think that'll fix that problem. So let's get started and see what we got. First off, we're just going to check all the connections right here. Maybe something. No. You know, but there it is. Fuse. Looks good. Let's start checking fuses. Okay, well it seems like we got two blown already. Not blown, it's just real crusty. Let's pull this tin down. Doesn't want to come out of there. Same thing, it's not really blown, it's just crusty. crusty. Well, okay. Let's check the connection down on the starter. Or you know what? We could try to jump this, see if it starts. Okay. Okay, well, I'm sorry. I did some stuff off camera and it fixed the Vincent, but let me show you what I did and we can kind of go over what happened. Okay, so let me spin the camera around here. So here's the Vincent. You know, we were working on it, couldn't get it start, wouldn't start. And so, anyway, I was doing some research and this little guy right here is the neutral safety relay. So when you go to start this, it needs to be either in park or neutral for this to start. So what I did was, we got this all messed up. Anyway, so I got out my old manual, my Vincent manual. It's right here. See it? The Vincent manual. Okay. I was tracking the wiring diagram down, and so I kept testing power at this starter solenoid, and I wouldn't get power to it. So we knew if we jumped it across, it started, and you could pull start it and it would start. So I was in my head, I kept thinking, well, it's got to be some kind of neutral, some kind of safety switch. So anywho, so what I did was I went out to the shed, to the parts Vincent, and I got its neutral safety switch. So I took this and swapped it out with this one, and it started. So then I took this one, the bad one, that wouldn't start, out, took it apart, and it had a bunch of corrosion in it. So what I did was, I took a toothpick, or I took some rubbing alcohol and I cleaned all this out, cleaned the contacts out, resoldered the connections to this little bitty relay that's in this big box. And now, here we go, turn it on. It says we're in park. Okay, this switch is on. Boom, so it starts. So, anyway. So anyway, guys, that fixed that problem. Now, the reverse thing, I don't know. It's not a linkage. It's not an adjustment there. It must be something in the transmission. Now, I had this whole engine apart, transmission and everything, and it's a pretty good chance maybe I didn't get something lined back up or put back together. But we're running out of time. So for right now, it's just not going to have reverse for a little while. It seems to run fine without it, and it's going to be kind of a pain not having reverse, but you know, we can deal with it. We haven't had that many four-wheelers that have had reverse, so we got to go. And let me show you this. Here's the big problem. So my granddad's four-wheeler's in front. This one's behind. We're out of room. It's hard to work in this little space. So we're going to call this guy done. Take it to the sand dunes. So it needs to go back out in the shop so we can continue on the Honda. So anyway, that's going to wrap up this one. So sand fill out. Be safe out on the dunes. Bye.